Hey guys, it's Zenith Darksky with another trailer reaction today. Well, actually, we have an Outriders official gameplay overview reaction. Now, if you haven't watched my newest cinematic trailer reaction for Outriders, go check that out real quick. Should have just went up a little bit ago. But either way, we have the official gameplay overview. Now, I've played the demo, and if you've played the demo, you might know a little bit about this game. But if you don't, this is the trailer you want to watch. This is the trailer you want to see. Let me make this a little bigger here for you guys. But this is the one you want to watch. This is the one you want to see. So I'm just going to jump into this because I want to see what kind of news they're going to add to this gameplay overview that maybe they haven't shared with us before, because I'm sure they've saved some information for this specific overview. Either way, let's go.
I could smell the storm in your blood. Your stink of Enoch.
It's not a cinematic trailer, but they still had to make it a little cinematic. I like that.
So what? I should play at being a god like you?
I am not playing.
Outriders, a co-op RPG shooter set in a dark, original sci-fi universe.
Outriders.
Created by People Can Fly.
Okay, so People Can Fly is a
Previously
studio.
Part of the Epic Games Group, the studio is renowned for developing world-class shooters like Bulletstorm and the Gears of War
Oh yeah,
series.
they did do Bulletstorm. Forgot about that.
You people are insane.
Nice.
All of this is fucking insane.
Humankind is bleeding out in the trenches of Enoch, a once beautiful planet ravaged by a mysterious anomaly, hyper-evolving its flora and fauna to purge the virus that is humanity. In other words, you.
Ooh.
Now, Enoch is hell off Earth.
Hell off Earth.
Leading the colonization advance party, the Outriders are devastated by an early storm. While most of the unit is wiped out, you not only survive.
Yeah, all this happens within the demo if you haven't played it.
Altered something more.
This first like intro to the game.
Now, with control over time, space, and matter, the Outriders have gained access to devastating anomaly energies. Demigods strolling through the battlefield.
Demigods.
The tables have most definitely turned. With the anomaly flowing through their veins, Outriders have split off into 4 classes, each offering a different customizable playstyle.
That fucking armor looks really sick, dude.
Freely respectable, demands hard choices be made.
Oh, freely respectable. I didn't know that.
Hit and run approach.
Okay.
The trickster's manipulation of time and space will be to your tastes. Deadly up close, the trickster will annihilate enemies with spectacular powers, such as the temporal slice.
Ooh, that's sick.
Death from a distance.
I haven't played as the trickster.
The Technomancer combines the anomaly's powers with technology.
Shout out Simphus, who if he played this, he'd probably play Technomancer because it's ranged.
Weapons to take down your foe. The Devastator class is a tank in human form. A
Hell yeah.
biological sledgehammer. Difficult to kill.
I like that.
Dangerous to be near. The Devastator's control of gravity allows for brutal attacks, such as the Impale ability or
Nice.
gravity jump.
That's pretty sick too.
There's the Pyromancer.
This is what I played as
Medium-range
in the
class equipped to take out multiple
demo.
targets at once. You may be easy to kill at close range, but you can leech energy from crowds of enemies or detonate thermal bombs to tear their flesh apart.
He's a good solo class to play since it can
Confidence is everything
regen health,
around
basically.
Enoch. Each class has its own spin on a healing mechanic, which rewards health for performing certain actions that reinforce the class's playstyle.
Oh, so a lot of them do that, or all of them do
Throw
that.
yourself headfirst into the fray and think aggressive.
I like that. I like that they promote that
Journey
almost.
will take them beyond humanity's furthest exploration of Enoch, as they fight to discover the source of a mysterious signal from the snow-capped heights of Eagle Peaks to dense jungles and arid deserts.
Man,
Enemies that
these jungles are pretty.
their environment await. There's plenty to discover off the beaten path, too. Outriders is rich with side quests and additional story. You may be pulled into a search and rescue mission, drawn in to investigate a menacing cult, or asked to track and kill hyper-evolved creatures in the wild.
Damn,
Each
dude.
quest allows you to scavenge for new gear and weapons, to wear or trade with the duplicitous street vendors of humanity's new settlements, or NPCs in your own convoy. And then, of course, there's armor and weapon mods, which allow you to further tweak your gear with modifiers that can have a dramatic effect on how your abilities play out in combat.
Just from the demo, I could tell these could get very extensive.
The staggering depth of Outriders' loot system begins to become evident. You'll need to be fully in tune
Damn,
with your gear and abilities.
I love loot. I love loot.
Campaign content. Expeditions. With a level threshold to take part, Expeditions is only for the hardiest of Outriders, pitting you against the most lethal adversaries Enoch has to offer. Considered a suicide mission by most, your journey through the hellscape of Enoch is made possible thanks to the Outriders Convoy, a mobile hub which moves through the world, which can be customized with body kits, paint jobs, and, oh yeah, the skulls of fallen enemies.
Nice.
Trophies from battle aren't worth much if
You don't see anything about
off.
this thing in the demo, so this is kind of
The
new.
convoy will accompany you as you join a friend's game in co-op.
Oh.
Your achievements can get the eyeballs they deserve. This is all just the tip of the iceberg. As the Outriders travel further beyond humanity's reaches, the strange, horrific truths of Enoch begin to reveal themselves.
Nice. Cool. So it looks like the convoy thing is fairly new. I played the demo download now. Yeah, you could play the demo right now, and it is really good, and I would suggest doing that. The convoy thing, I don't think we knew anything about yet, or really saw anything about it in the demo either. So that is kind of news for the game as well. So that's pretty cool. I do like that. It does look really nice. The convoy system and the customization on it. Excuse me. I played Pyromancer because that was the most rewarding to me as a solo player. Even though when the game comes out, I'm hoping to get a few friends on with me. But as a solo player, yeah, for sure, the Pyromancer was the one for me. But I could see how the tank class could be decent for solo play as well. Honestly, I could see all of them being very good for solo play. So if that's what you're into, if you're worried that, hey, I don't really want to play with friends, or maybe I just don't have so many friends that are interested in this game, you know, then I think you can still play this game solo. And like it seems like all the classes reward an aggressive play style with health regen and stuff for most abilities as well, or most classes as well. So that's pretty sick. The weapon mods look like they could go incredibly in depth. Just from the demo, I could tell that weapon mods and unique weapons and unique armor and stuff like that could really add a whole other layer of depth. Like this is one of those games where you're definitely going to see some websites with check out this new Pyromancer build and check out this new Technomancer build and shit like that. Like it seems like it's going to be a pretty deep game, and I like that. That's what you want to see in an action RPG, especially a looter shooter, because a lot of looter shooters don't really have that level of depth. I mean, and I love Borderlands, and not to take shots at Borderlands, but even Borderlands, to a certain extent, as long as you're leveling up and leveling up your abilities, honestly, you could do just about anything on Borderlands with your abilities, and still, as long as the guns are still pretty good, you know, you could. It's not, your build isn't essential to Borderlands as much as I think it should be. That's not to say that it isn't at all, because you know you could certainly have a harder time or a better time depending on your build. But it's one of those games that's so straightforward and simple and so essential around the guns, built around the guns, that you know your build doesn't have to be the best on there. This definitely seems like a game that's trying to add that layer of depth to make that more of something. I don't know. Either way, give me your thoughts and opinions on what the gameplay and stuff looks like down below in the comments. Be sure to leave a like If you like the video, like the reaction and stuff, share it around to your friends and whatnot, and hit that sub button, because not many of you guys are subbed, but you know, I'd appreciate it if you would be. Anyways, I'm Darksky. Get gaming, guys.